Dear friends, welcome to Excel Masters. Here are the topics what we are going to learn through these training classes. This course is mainly intended to do that making reports and dashboards. For that purpose, we need at least these 4-5 functions we have to familiarize. You should learn these mathematical operations and conditional functions. The mathematical operations means sum, count, subtraction, multiplication, division by using the formulas. And the conditional functions count the different types of counts by counting the numbers, counting the text, counting the blanks. And the conditional functions as countDif and countDifS. That by giving that some criteria, we want to find out the counts in a set of numbers or a set of text. And the SUMIF is also a conditional function. By using some particular criteria, we are going to find out the sums of certain set of numbers. And lookup functions, we look up lookup, match, offset, index, like that. And logical functions, or, and, if, and conditional formatting, and how to create a pivot table, and how can we create the charts. All these applications we are using to create the reports and dashboards. That is our aim, to go through all these functions in the Excel. And there are 10 functions are there. It is mostly used to prepare the reports and dashboards. So we should learn those basic mathematical operations and for our awareness, and these conditional functions and lookup functions to go to the to create the reports and dashboards. Now the first we are going to learn about some text properties which can be used by using the Excel. So it is very useful for the office functioning. You see that the first one is wrap text. Now we are talking about the home menu of the Excel. If you go to the home menu, you can see like that. And here, suppose you have a sentence in a cell, and that sentence is a little bit lengthy, and you cannot enlarge this for the space issues. You cannot enlarge this cell, but you want to show this sentence in a cell. At that case, we want to fit all the sentence in that cell. For that purpose, we are using wrap. So you can see that the wrapping of the wrap text in the home menu. Just click the cell and click on wrap text, then it will fit into the cell. And if you want to add anything on that one in a cell, you double click on that one and you can edit the contents. If you want to edit at the same time, if you want to start in a new paragraph inside the cell, just hold Alt and enter, then the cursor will move to the next line and you can enter anything there. So it will also come inside the cell. So this is a wrap text. So if you want to get a new line in the cell, use the Alt and enter. Okay. And another is that merge and center. Suppose here you can see a table is there, 5 items, it's a quantity, and it's a sales, and amount is there. Here you can see that this is the header. This is a header. So we want to put in another header because item, quantity, amount, we want to know that it is from the sales section. So we want to give these 3 cells all together under sales. So what we have to do, we have to select all these cells and go to the merge center, then it will occupy all the cells. If you take it, acts as a single cell, all the 3 cells all together merged and make it as a single cell, and its a cell reference is always in the first cell, J16, you can see here. And if you want to format that one, you can just click that color as a single one. Okay, so this is the merging. And another property is that suppose you want to fill a cell, here it is 1, you want to fill this one to some more cells, right? Or otherwise, if you put A, you want to put A in these cells. So the property is that you can see fill here, and If you want to fill down, just click down, the whole cell will be occupied by A, right? And if you want to fill these cells in the right hand side, it's also possible, left also possible. So if you put here A and select right, fill right, it occupies all cells, right? And if you want to put 1 here and you want to fill the series here, not the same one, 1 2 3 4 5 like that, then you have to select this one and go to the fill. There you can see one series and take that, then it will show a box and it is asking whether you want to fill that series in row or column. Here we need to column, so select a column and how many letters you want to fill, the stop value, then in that up to that value the column will be filled. So suppose we give 10, then enter OK, then it fills automatically 10. And if you want to put the 15, you can give the stop value as a 15, it will come up to 15. And here also if you want to fill 1 2 3 in the horizontal way in the row, so select that one, go to fill and put the series. Here you want to put in the rows, so select rows, by default it is rows, and take a stop value, instead of 10 put 8, so it will come 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, right? It's a very easy way to put the serial number or anything. And another field is sort and filter, that already you know that we want to put that if you want to sort anything you can select that one, and suppose I am selecting this 1 to 10 and I am sorting that one, so you can see that sort option, smallest to largest, it's already smallest to largest 1 to 10, and if you take the largest to smallest, it will go up and down starting from 10 to 1, that is sort. And if you want to filter, you can filter, because if you filter option is there, the first cell it will be filter, you can filter any number, select all. If you want to 6, how many 6 are there, it's only 1, so this also from the home menu, right? Another option is flash fill. It's very useful if you combine some data, or if you are using if you need to separate some data, this option is very useful. Suppose look, here is one name with some phone number, suppose mobile phone number or any other post box number, something like that. So this is coming in the single cell, you want to separate them, so for that purpose first we want to separate as name, and the second one it is the phone number, suppose this is phone number or maybe PO box number. So you want to in the flash fill, one thing is, remember one thing, we have to give that one idea to Excel how we are going to separate them. So Excel is looking at the first sample and it follows that sample. So here we are going to give the name first, right? And the phone number is giving 680500. We want to split this one like it. So what we are going to, we have to select all this one and just put control, hold control and E. So what happened, it took all the names from the list, right? And here also we took that post box number or a telephone number, then select down and control E, flash fill. Okay, it automatically takes, right? That is the easiest way to split the numbers. And suppose here there are 3 names with initials, we want to take that name and initial separately. So what we have to do, we have to give the first name for a sample and a.s. Okay, then select down and control E, it will take all the names, and here also initial, control E. So it took whatever it is there, the initial, in the same way it is taking that, right? And here you can see that some names with the email ID, so we want to separate them. So what we have to do, we give a sample to the Excel. We have to take the same name as it is and email ID. So if you take this and Control E, it will take all the names as we give earlier, because we gave it in the capital letter. It was small letter here, we gave it as a capital letter. Then Excel is taking as a capital letter of, in the capital letter, all the names as it is, and this is the mail ID we gave. So we have to select down, Control E. So it took all the mail IDs from here, right? That is a flash fill. And here another option is that upper cases. Suppose we have certain names here, all the names are coming as the small letters. We want to change these small letters into capital letters. For that purpose we are using uppercase, right, and select the text. So it will come as in capital letter. And if you drag down, now you know that how it is dragging, because there is if you select the cell, there is a green border, and right down you can see one square box is there. So if you put the cursor on that one, it will show you plus sign and drag down, right? Then you will get all the data are in the capital letter. And instead of dragging, if you have any difficulty to find out that, so just to copy and paste down, so also work out, right? That is the uppercase. We are changing all the data into upper cases. And another option is that lower cases. So if you want to take, this is the upper cases. If you want to take this text into lowercase, so type lower, so formula, and take the text, enter. So it automatically changes to lower cases. If you select all, it will change all these data into lower cases. And another one is proper. Proper means in this name we need all the words starting from capital letters. This Edward, E should be the capital and B should be the capital. For that, in a sentence, all the words should be started, all the words are starting by capital letters. That is, for that purpose we are using proper formula, and select the text. It will change it to the first letters of the word, change it to capital letters, and drag down to work out for that. All the letters will be in the, all the starting letters of the words will be in the capital letters. And here, if you want to use any abbreviations for these ones, suppose Edward Bond, we need that E and B, the capital letters of the first letters of the words, EB. Suppose we want to take like that. Here we are using the flash fill that earlier we studied. Just to select this one, Control E. So it took the first letters as abbreviations, right? And another trimming option, we can trim the text. Suppose if you want to take only there is a text Edward Bond, we want to take only Edward from this one. So for that purpose we use the left, because we are taking the left words. So we want to take from the left. So Excel is cutting from the left. So you put the left and choose the text and go to the, we already choose the text, and we ask to Excel to take how many letters from here. So if you want to take Edward completely, there are 6 letters. So you put 6, then close the bracket. It gives you the Edward completely. If you put it 5, it will not give the D, last D, right? So if you drag down, you can get that all the first 6 letters will come here, right? And similarly, the right, we can cut from the right also. So you need, from the Edward Bond, you need only Bond. So what we have to do, in the left, while we using the left formula, it is starting, the counting is starting from the left. If you are using the right formula, counting is starting from the end. So put right and text, then give how many letters you need, because starting from D, it will count 1, 2, 3 to back. So if you give 4, you will get a bond only, right? And if you drag this one, you will get a alpha because it is counting from the right, 4 letters. And if you go down, this is sun because it is counting from right, and ARAN. So if here you need, suppose for the Kumaran, you need MARN, then you need 5 letters. So if you change 4 to 5, you will get Maran, right? And here another option is that this is left and this is right. Whenever you give the formula left, the counting starting from the left. Whenever you are giving the formula right, counting will start from the right. In the middle formula, if you want to cut something from the middle, then we can use the middle formula. So MID, here first you select the text, then comma, and you should know that which letter you want to take. So suppose here we want to take WERD. We need WERD. So we have to give that a starting number from which position we want to start. So the first letter we need W, then you have to give the position of that W from the left. In the mid function, the counting is starting from the left only. So starting from the ED, W is coming in the third position. So give 3. And how many letters you need from W? WERD. 4 letters are required. So put 4, right? Then close the bracket, enter. Then you will get a word. This means from the mid means this cutting is starting from the W and it took 4 letters, right? And if you drag down from Thomas, it is starting from O, right? It took 4 letters, right? Likewise. So if you take that again, if you need Maran from here, so it's starting from M, then you need to give instead of 4, we need 5 letters, like that, right? And another formula is len, LEN. LEN means it is purely length. We are finding how many letters are in a particular text. If you take this text and just enter that one, it gives you 11 letters are there. If you go to the word, you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 letters are there. But it gives 11. That means there is a space in between. So space is also counting as a letter by Excel. So it gives 11. If you drag down, you can see that next one is 11. It's also 10 letters are there, 1 space is there. But in Samsung, it is 7 letters, and Kumaran 7 letters are there. There is no space in between, that's why it is not counting. It is counting only the numbers, right? And here there is an option repetition. So there is a text. If you want to put that text in 2-3 times in a cell, then we are using the formula repetition. REPT, start the bracket, and choose the text which you want to repeat, and give how many times. Suppose I am giving 2 times, so it becomes RSRS. Suppose if you want to repeat it 4 times, just give 4, then enter, it becomes 4 times, right? And here there is another option, exact. Suppose you have 2 datas, one data is in this column and other data manually entered, or if you copy this data from some other sheets and put it here, you want to check that whether the 2 names are entirely exactly similar. So in that purpose we are using that exact formula. Here you should know that exact formula, while using exact formula, it is checking that uppercase and lowercase also, because it is case sensitive. So EXACT, exact bracket, and the first text, this one, we are going to match with this one, and enter, it is true. That means these are entirely same, there is no change. If you change E by A here, then you will get that false. If you drag down, others are true, only this one is false, because there is a spelling mistake. This is A and this is E. Suppose this is also, we change it to capital E. It was small e earlier, capital E. Still it is showing as false because one letter is capital. If you change again back to small letter, then it will change it to true. So it is clearly, and if you remove that space in between the Edward and Bond, it's also change it to turn to false, because it is there is a space, here is space, there is no space. That's the way. If you give the space again, you will come to true. This is exactly the matching, that it is checking that whether these two texts are exactly same or not, right? And another option is that replacing option. Suppose you have a paragraph and or any one sheet text is there. You want to change a particular word in that one. So maybe that word is repeating several times. You want to change all the that words with some other one. Then it is very easy to do that one by using Excel. You can see that replace starting, and which text you want to change. This one. I want to change hot dog to hot cat, suppose. So wherever this dog is there, we want to change it to cat. So I choose this text first, and starting number, which word you want to change. So starting number here it is dog. So how can you change that one? You have to count that first position of the D. So hot 1 2 3 for the fourth one space, D is in the fifth place, right? Put 5, and how many letters you want to remove from that one after D. So including D you want to count DOG, 3 letters we want to remove. And what we are going to give that, I am going to give that cat instead of dog. So you have to choose that cat, put in quote marks, inverted commas, and write cat, because in the formula Excel is reading, if it is in the inverted commas, Excel is always reading as it is a text. So if you give in quoted in between that 3 inverted commas, then 3 is taking as a text, not by a number. So whenever you are giving any text into the formula, it put into the inverted commas, double quotes, right? Now I put the cat there and close the bracket, and then it is changed to hot cat. Why it is in small letters? Because I gave that cat in small letters. You can change into uppercase, then it automatically comes as uppercase, right? And here suppose cool drink, we want to change into cool into hot. So go replace formula, check the text. Here the starting number is 1 because we are going to change the cool. The C is coming as the first place. So 1, and how many letters we want to remove? 4. Cool, COOL. The 4 place we want to remove, and the what is we are going to change? We are changing cool by hot, suppose. So quotes, double quotes, put a hot, double quote, close the bracket, and done. Now the hot drink, right? So these are the ways the Excel is using to trim and manage the text. Okay, so go through this one and just practice that one, and if you have any doubts, let me know through the WhatsApp number or comments. Thank you guys.